while some people are struggling to gain respect, others just have the respect come to them naturally. Some of you right now, if we ask you, okay, what's the biggest problem you have right now that you're actually trying to fix? Some will be like, we're trying to gain respect. Yeah. They've lost a lot of respect and they're trying to get it back. Maybe by the actions they did, by the way they went about the realities of life around them at that time. And many people no longer respect them. And you're like, what's happening? You wonder, out of a sudden, people no longer give you the respect you desire. People no longer give you the kind of esteem which you've always had from the onset. You're trying to build a kind of personality that can enable people to respect you, but it's not working. It's not moving. And we're like, okay, so what's going on? There's a problem. Definitely, of course, there is a problem. So while some people are struggling to gain respect, others just have the respect come to them naturally. Others just have the respect coming to them naturally. Okay, so let's detailedly look at certain things you need to know about respect, okay? As far as going about the professional fields of life is concerned, there are a few things you need to know so that you can get to a level of respect. Now, not just from the people around you, respect from business partners, respect from associates, respect from younger ones, from elderly ones, and all sorts of life, as we can put it. You should understand from the first point is that you don't command respect. Okay, you build respect. Yeah, that's something that is built over time. It's not something that is just gotten in one day. It's not just gotten in one day. We build respect over time. We build it over time. Okay, and this is how we're going to make it work. This is the first thing you should have in mind. Inconsistency weakens credibility. Okay, inconsistency weakens credibility. Now, what do we mean here by that? For you to gain respect, there must be something you do that attracts the respect. Okay, it should be something you do, and whatever you do it consistently. Is it self-respect? Is it the honor you give to people? Is it the fluency and the conscious communication you do with people? Those are elements that attract respect. Okay, the gentleness, the respect you give to others. There is a saying that respect is reciprocal. Yes, so first of all, the respect you give to others, and you do it consistently. That's the issue, the consistency. So meaning you don't do it today and then tomorrow you don't. You don't start it today and then tomorrow you stop. No, you consistently do it. You respect others consistently. You have a good approach of communication. You honor they that deserve the honor. That's a policy which you put in place, and respect is gotten. But doing all of that is not the problem. It's the consistency in doing it that is the problem. So when you do it consistently, definitely the respect is going to come. So you build credibility by consistency. So when you do it over and over, continually, the respect is going to come. And point number 2, weak boundaries reduces respect. Okay, when you set very weak boundaries around you, it reduces respect. This is one thing you should understand. We've made some videos about setting boundaries. Yes, how to set boundaries without being disrespectful. That's one of the videos we've made. How to set boundaries without being disrespectful. Now, if you cannot set boundaries, then you cannot be respected. Okay, setting boundaries means people should know the limits and the extent to which they go in your life. There should be a privacy about you that is only for you. There should be a privacy about you that others don't have access to. But if you're that kind of a person whom everything about you is made known to the general public, everything that concerns you is made open to the general public, then there is a question mark. That is where you will face a very big problem with respect. Why will people respect you when they know everything about you? There should always be something about you that nobody knows. There should always be something about you that people keep wondering, but this particular individual, why is he this different from others? Because there is something about you that they don't know. But if they know everything about you, they understand everything about you, they have access to everything about you, come on, you're a finished man already, because you've lost respect. The more information about you people have access to, is the more respect they lose for you. Okay, because if they have all the information they have about you, they need all the information they need to know, all the information they care to know, it means they know your ups, they know your downs, they know your strengths, they know your weaknesses, and of course that can be used against you at any given point in time. So you're losing respect already just by the fact that people are able to have access to you just anyhow. You lose respect. Don't be a loose type. Okay, don't be a loose type. And when we say you should set boundaries here, it does not mean that you should completely shut out everybody from your life. No, definitely not. People should relate with you, but they should have a limit to which that relationship gets to. Okay, they should have a limit. For instance, now, you don't expect that you have friends, and by virtue of the fact that the friends have access to your house, they have access to everything about you in your absence. It's not done like that, Okay, imagine now, there are certain things about you which maybe are top priority, maybe like your level of income, your favorite levels of expenditure, your top secret areas where you go, what you do, and everybody already knows about it. Any little affair you have with any individual, everybody already knows about it. Any little business deal you're about to strike with people, everybody already knows about it. Every little business you're trying to invest in, everybody already knows about it. Every plan you have for the future, maybe to go to school, maybe to change your location, everybody already knows about it. Then what's private about you? So why are they going to respect you? Because the truth is this: when they know everything about you and then it turns to fail, that's where you lose the respect. Imagine, okay, you're planning to relocate to somewhere, you have already spread the news to everybody that you are relocating, and at the end you don't relocate. How would they look at you? They'll be like, something is wrong with you, you're a liar, or you're trying to play over their intelligence. But imagine you were planning to relocate and you kept the information to yourself, and the relocation plan fails. It's only you that knows that that's what you were planning to do. And in that case, of course, you have no explanation to give to anybody. Or imagine you were planning to go into a business and you have already spread the news to everybody. This is the business I'm about to go into. By the time I get into this business, this is so and so millions will be running out of it. I will change this, I will buy this, I will do this, I will do that. And then the business fails. How are you going to explain to people that you can no longer buy this, you can no longer buy that? Of course, they'll just look at you to be like, this one unserious fellow. So you should set boundaries. There are things about you that only you should know. There are things about you that should be kept within the confines of you alone. That way you build respect. That way you gain respect from the people around you. The next thing you should understand is that reliability builds trust. If people can rely on you, they will build trust in you. And if they build trust in you, definitely you'll be respected. Okay? Reliability builds trust. Can people rely on you? Can they have confidence in you? Can they rely on you? Can they rely on you with their information? Can they rely on you with their ideas, hoping that you will help them out? What value do you first of all have inside of you that can pull the people to you so that they can believe in what you're about to say? Because you need a lot of value. That's one thing you should have in mind. You need to build a lot of value. A lot. Oh, come on. A lot of value. When you don't have value inside of you, it doesn't attract people to you. Okay? And then the attraction of people to you is not enough. Can the people rely on you? Can the people actually rely on you? When they get closer, they give you information about themselves, and then after 1 or 2 days, they hear what they told you from others. They start hearing the same information from other people outside. Oh shit, you just sold out your respect on the platter of nothing. You sold it out for free. So can people actually rely on you? If they can virtually rely on you, then definitely you'll be respected. And the last thing you should know, emotional reaction affects perception. Okay, the way you react emotionally affects the way people see you. Perception here is the way people interpret who you are. So for people to have a good interpretation of you, you need to have a good perception. And for them to have a good perception, it depends on how you manage your emotions. Are you the kind that gets angry at every little thing? You just react violently and then you think later on. There are people who do some things and then they regret later. Are you one of them? So the way you react, the way you carry on emotional moves is one thing that will determine whether or not people can have respect for you. So if you can control your emotions, you know when to react, you know when not to react, you know how to handle scenarios, how to tackle cases. There's a way you respond to some kind of tension and people just love and respect you for that. There's a way people will come to you with a lot of anger boiling inside of them, and the way you attend to the emotional scenario at that time will make people just have a lot of confidence in you. But imagine that somebody comes to you boiling, you start boiling, both of you burst in flames, and it becomes a catastrophe. You're losing respect already. Okay, so what is most important about all of this is that if you can have respect for yourself, then of course others will have respect for you. And when you have respect for yourself, of course you'll be able to honor others who deserve the honor. You'll be able to relate with them. You'll be able to build a reliance system where they can rely on you. That's one thing you should note about respect. And have in mind that respect is earned through behavior. So everything we have enlisted is encapsulated in the word behavior. So if you can portray positive behavior, then respect will definitely come to you. This is the professional mindset.